Hello and welcome. Today we have a great demo on how Micro Focus delivers on FullStack AIOps and showcases our Operations Bridge and Operations Bridge SaaS solutions. FullStack AIOps is unique because of our ability to deliver value across the complete spectrum of IT operations activities with a full set of capabilities. Let's take a look at those. When considering AIOps solutions, ensure you're looking at this complete set of capabilities, from automatic discovery and monitoring through two-way integration with your service management tool, all the way to automated remediation with powerful workflows. This is the full stack of real capabilities enterprises need to regain observability over your entire IT estate, reduce noise and events to clearly understand underlying issues. FullStack AIOps is powered by our Optic platform and the integrated AI and data lake, which allows your teams to identify and solve problems quicker, saving time and allowing IT leaders to redirect your valuable IT resources towards innovation, proving IT's value to the business. To demonstrate our capabilities, we'll look at 5 short use cases. First, we'll be highlighting our service models, which delivers insight beyond just the elements of the infrastructure. Next up, we'll show how we reduce event noise with AI-enabled correlation. Then investigate how machine learning helps identify anomalies in metric data. Next, with those anomalies in hand, we'll explore root cause analysis and finish up with our clip or closed loop incident process. So let's take a look. IT operations must be able to provide operators with the ability to quickly identify, understand, and respond to situations in key business applications, services, and enabling infrastructure that spans on-prem and public cloud. Managing IT in siloed domains is no longer an option. You need a holistic view of the entire estate to properly respond to issues. In our example, we have Advantage Only Shopping, or AOS, an organization that uses a wide set of infrastructure components to run internal and external company services. The shopping application and all of its supporting infrastructure components are presented in the discovered topology in our console, Operations Bridge Manager, or OBM for short. The console includes input from Micro Focus's synthetic user monitoring, third-party APM monitoring, agent-based monitoring of system resource, as well as network monitoring by Micro Focus Network Node Manager. The event, metric, and log data generated from these sources is fed into OBM and the Optic data lake, so that in a single dashboard, you can have access to multiple different insights such as events, performance, topology, KPI, and more. In our example, there is a failure in the environment leading to application failures. Without this centralized view, operators would chase each event with its own independent severity, not understanding the impact on the overall business service. To reduce costs to the business, we must reduce the amount of symptomatic alerts so operators can solve problems quickly. Let's take a look. We can see multiple events arrive in the event browser related to the AOS gateway service and the Apache software load balancer. We immediately notice that OBM has automatically grouped related events into a single event to help the operator to identify key events that can describe the situation. With many different components that comprise a business service, and with different sources of monitoring, it is crucial to give operators the correct view of the most pertinent information. This will lead them to focus on the right issues and empower them to determine the business impact for prioritization. Let's take a look at the events that OBM has correlated. We see here how OBM has automatically grouped 3 of the events, which are correlated with the KPIs and the topology status of event sources shown in the dashboard, which allows you to see the status of the overall service comprised of the status of the underlying elements. Operations Bridge uses machine learning to reduce event-related noise with automatic correlation. It creates a new event based on the learned correlation. This reduces the total number of events to act on by the operator and speeds up the time to identify the root cause. In our example, OBM's machine learning correlation underscores an issue related to the Apache software load balancer. Without such an automatic correlation, an operator would need to spend time investigating each event to determine how relevant it is to the problem and creating more downtime. Proactive detection of anomalies allows operators to identify unusual or unexpected problems quickly, sometimes before problems are detected by users. Operations Bridge provides automatic machine learning-based anomaly detection based on metric data. In our scenario, we see that there's an anomaly event related to the Linux server, also reflected by the blue-colored icon in the topology view. We see two Apache Tomcat servers running behind an Apache software load balancer. Each Tomcat server is running on a Linux server and uses a Postgres database. Let's take a closer look at this anomaly. We see that the anomaly detection has automatically identified 4 metrics related to this Linux servers that have breached their learned behavior. This anomaly event supports what we also see in OBM's performance view, that the CPU of this Linux server is trending very high. This indicates a good next step to investigate. We can get our subject matter expert, or SME, to drill down into what is going on. Let's add some notes for the SME and assign it to Joe Smith, our Linux pro. At this point in the demo, let's watch as Joe Smith logs into OBM and starts the root cause analysis. So let's look at how Operations Bridge can help accelerate finding root cause. Our subject matter expert can see the anomaly event assigned to him in the OBM dashboard and see the notes provided by the IT operator. As a next step, he will drill down to view the details of the anomaly to help troubleshoot the problem. Here you can see how OpsBridge has automatically presented all the key metrics pertaining to the anomaly event. Operations Bridge displays the dynamic baselines and breaches for each metric participating in the anomaly, so you can compare them to their learned normal behavior. From this, we can see that things are obviously not normal from the breach patterns displayed. Operations Bridge goes even further by presenting other anomalies occurring in the same time frame to provide additional context to help you troubleshoot the problem. We see another anomaly in the AOS gateway service, for which we know that Linux server is a part. Let's drill into the AOS gateway service and get more information about the problem. In cases like this, a costly war room experience can be avoided by empowering a subject matter expert to isolate a problem using the power of advanced machine learning on cross-domain data that automatically presents and suggests to the user areas to focus on. From the anomaly detection on the AOS service, we can easily drill down to get full visibility to all the elements that could be contributing to the problem and in the context of the AOS service. We can see how Operations Bridge automatically presents all of the relevant data to us, such as the key metrics and status of each component of the AOS service. Also, in the same context, we can verify that the spiking event volume came from the relevant problem components. And down below, we see how Operations Bridge uses advanced machine learning to suggest the most significant logs and event messages to focus on. Here we see that during the problem time of 1 hour, 184 log and event messages occurred. That is too many messages for a human to analyze quickly. The machine learning has automatically analyzed these 184 messages and suggests the 10 most significant messages on which to focus that were relevant to the problem, presented in the scatter plot chart, where the circle icons represent the suggested significant log messages and the diamonds represent suggested event messages that occurred in this time frame. The height and color of the icon represents how significant they are. This is visualized in an at-a-glance view for the SME to quickly see the most relevant messages. All of this is done automatically by the machine learning embedded in Operations Bridge. This reduction in the number of messages is now reasonable for an SME to analyze, and from here, he can drill in further to review the details of the significant messages. Here you can see how Operations Bridge presents only those significant messages in a time sequence that show the entire story as it happened, which accelerates the root cause analysis process. In this case, the SME can see that 8:01 p.m., a log message reveals a system network interface card driver update was initiated, which is in fact the cause of the problem. And now the SME can indicate this message by clicking on a star, showing it as noteworthy, such as a cause. The power of Operations Bridge machine learning has reduced large amounts of data from multiple sources down to significant and relevant information that an SME can use to accelerate the RCA process. Now that the SME has identified the causal details, he can take action in OBM to update the event with the root cause that they learned. Once the root cause of an issue is known, quickly assigning it to the right owner to resolve the issue is critical. This means managing the entire life cycle of an event, including automatic incident submission to a service desk. Operations Bridge tightly integrates with the IT service management tools and creates a single incident using its automated closed-loop incident process, or CLIP. In this case, we'll submit the event to the Micro Focus SMACs, where the appropriate incident owner can use the root cause information in resolving the problem. Thank you for watching these demos around FullStack AIOps and how Operations Bridge and Operations Bridge SaaS delivers against the real capabilities your team needs to drive service levels up, costs down, and prove IT's value to the business. Ready to know more? Check us out at microfocus.com/AIOps.